Well, you can hear a military aircraft flying over here. Uh, we're about 5 miles from what used to be Carswell U.S. Air Force Base. Now it's a Joint Reserve Base, so um, there are military assets out there, but there's, the U.S. Marine Corps, Aviation, the Air Force, and the Navy. Maybe somebody else. They have units there for training and what have you, reserve for training, whatever. So they fly a lot. We're like 5 miles direct to it. Carswell Air Force Base was, an Air Force base for a long time, and it was, part of SAC or whatever, and they had nuclear bombers with nuclear weapons back in the Cold War days of, taking off from there and flying around. The world was really amazing. There are some YouTube videos that talk about that. Because, they didn't just take off and fly towards this, the USSR and then, turn around before they got into, but there was like a route that they went, or whatever, pretty amazing. I think pretty amazing that we didn't have something really horrible accidentally happen, although there were. I think there was a aircraft that crashed one time, and there was, I think, one aircraft that, I'm not sure, accidentally dropped a nuclear weapon into the ocean. Then there was a nuclear weapon was dropped. It didn't go off, dropped onto Spain. We were flying, with Spain's permission, but something happened. So there are things that happened. So it's pretty amazing, and you can find a lot of information about those type of things, on YouTube. Everything like on YouTube, you need to, hey, is this, you have to be able to, is this accurate? Did it really happen? There was, let's see, what happened here in Texas? Can't remember. There was, I think that was wasn't that off the coast of Texas, that a platform that was there for, I believe, radar detection. I believe it was off the coast of Texas. A platform thing up there, and they had the antennas and they had this type of stuff. And I think it fell because of winds or waves or something like that, and there weren't very many people there, but they died. And then, where was it, in Arkansas? I can't remember, someplace, a nuclear silo. There was, like, I lived in Missouri, and I could pick up on my scanner communications from of course, nothing, secret or anything like that, but I could hear, communications from the silo, the security there, that were things like that. But anyway, there were, those silos were located, in Missouri and in other parts of the United States, with international, ICBMs, intercontinental missiles that were, programmed to go to the USSR and take out, and at a silo, I think I can't remember now, there again, if it was Texas or if it was Arkansas or someplace like that, Oklahoma or someplace like that. And a crew needed to go into, these are underground, and nuclear weapons, rockets, and everything had to be done in that, it was a two-man thing. Nobody went in there like was working alone or whatever. There was somebody Remember the movie War Games or whatever, where the two guys are in? That's the way it was in a silo, just the two of them locked in, and in order to launch or whatever, both of them had to agree, and they had to be, within so many seconds and all that type of stuff. But there was a need to go do something on a missile. I'm not sure if it was a Czech thing that they did. Two went in, and a workman dropped a crescent wrench or some type of a wrench. He was those missiles, I guess, are pretty damn tall. And they were up there, and he dropped a tool, went down and hit something, and all hell broke loose. I mean, wherever it was like, of course, these things are away. You don't put them in, downtown Dallas or New York City or whatever. They're out in the country. And, boom, explosion. And it turned out that one person had to go in to do something in there, which was, of course, in violation of the rules. But it was something just had to be done. Somebody went in there to have to do something. And the information about what happened, didn't really get out to like the, sheriff's department, because it wasn't in the city, so it was the sheriff's department. And of course, the sheriff's department knew, that this is a nuclear, and that they have their own security, Air Force security, and they really weren't, the sheriff's department really wasn't informed. Whoever the sheriff was, had to, send officers out there, whatever. What in the hell is going on? And it was being kept, kept from them. And then there was a mayor, I think, of a small town or whatever, and that could have been, came very close to being a nuclear explosion. There was an explosion, but it wasn't a nuclear explosion, but people died, there are a few people, the Air Force people and what have you, and that's on YouTube. By the way, they do it very good. I forget where it is. If you run across it, or or if I run across it, I'll eventually get around to putting the link below so you can see these various things. So what is going on? Let's see. Is this it? No, I don't think this is it. I think it was in the emails. Let's see if this is it. Yeah, here it is. Let me see where I slide this over to, where it shows up. Yes, here it does. Okay. I got notified that there was it was an email. Okay, but so this is, got notified by Amazon that for some reason, by error, money wasn't posted to my account the way it should be. So it wasn't very much money. But so the thing said that they corrected the error. They found it. I didn't know anything about it. I don't pay that much attention because I don't get that much from Amazon or from Google. I mean, almost nothing. But now I see that at the end of this month, I'll be getting, at this point, it's going to be $29.49. That includes the amount that I didn't, that I didn't get. You can see here for like a few months. I mean, this shows you how much. Say December of 2022, I got $26.30. January of 2023, there I got $78.39. Now that's nice. That's a lot for me, you know. February I got $9.54. March I got $21. April I got $6.33. And May I got $14.54. So you can see that it's not very lucrative for me. You know, that's for Amazon. People clicking on a link, you know, below and buying something, or clicking on my link below and just going to Amazon. And then when you go there, you don't have to buy what the link took, you know, it just takes you there. And then if you buy something while you're there, you know, I get credit for it. I think the exactly way, I mentioned this before, I think if you log out, you know, say you go check something and you use my link, which I wish you would do, you know, one of the links, you know, bookmark it or put it on your desktop or whatever, so, and click on that to go to Amazon, and then if you're there, if you buy, you know, something, I'll get credit. I think the other way to understand it works is if you then log out, say you don't buy anything, you log out, and later in the day, if you go on that link back, you know, to, well, actually, you wouldn't have to click on the link, I don't think. I think if you just went to Amazon, provided you didn't click on somebody else's link, you know. But if you just went back during that day and you go and buy a big screen TV or anything, you know, a $2 item or something, I would get credit for it. That's the way that, not just me, but that's the way the system apparently works. But it doesn't work. As you can see, it doesn't work very well for me, but that's not, you know, that's not their fault. See, what else? There was something else. Oh, I think I mentioned an aircraft just flew over, you know, at the beginning of this video. The apartment complex here, they pay, of course, the company come out and they take care of the lawn and the flowers and all that type of stuff. And they do a good job, but they come quite often. And they come, if it'll rain and they'll be out there cutting, you know, cutting the grass and stuff like that. But anyway, I have to put up with that noise a little bit. So what else? There was something else I want. Oh, yeah. I wonder if I could find his comment. Let me see if I can find it. I need to go to, well, it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to be a little entertaining or whatever. After one of my videos, it was like, I think, an hour and a half, somebody who's new to this site or whatever left a, I think, one-line comment or something, rather, saying, you just do long videos so you can get more money, you know, because the longer the video, he didn't say this, but I mean I know and he knows, you know, the longer the video, they put the Amazon or Google puts more advertisements in there. I don't know if they're putting any advertisements on my site because I don't see them. I pay for YouTube, I don't know what is it, Prime or Special, so I don't see advertising. So I don't know, but I can tell you that you just saw the amount of money that I make, like from Amazon links, which is basically nothing. Well, that's $70, $179. That was nice for the month. You know, I'm a poor man, and you know, $80 or $100 a month. But you can see, most months I didn't get anything, and if I got something, it was like, you know, $15 or $20. That's from Amazon. And it is the same situation with Google. I get almost nothing. So, oh, but anyway, so he said, oh, the reason you're making such long videos is so that you'll make money, you get money from Google because they run more ads in the thing. Yeah, I understand they do run, Of course, that's something that the YouTuber, that we can decide. Are we going to allow Amazon to run ads? Where do we want the ads run? When do we have some choices on those things. But I make almost nothing from Google. I mean, there's months and months that go by and I don't make anything. I forget what the amount is that if it's over $25 or whatever it is, then they give it to you or something. So after 3, 4, 5 months, then I maybe I get $25 or something from all the. But anyway, I left a comment back to the guy. I mean, I'm not mad at him or anything like that, because I've mentioned on here in the past, in my lengthy, YouTube videos where I'm rambling about everything, I've mentioned, that I forget how I came up. I can't remember, but I'll just, bring this up like I remember it actually happening. But I was talking about somebody, a tech guy, who's I really enjoyed watching. I watched and his things ran an hour or two that he made, and he did a really good job. But he talked, for like an hour, 2 hours, something like that. And I think, in my opinion, his things were worth watching, especially if you were an electronic technician or a computer programmer or something like that, because that's what he worked as and that type of stuff, and he talked about, do you need these different certifications nowadays, which ones do you need, which ones are going, and talks about a whole bunch of stuff and how to properly, handle your business, all that kind of stuff. But he admitted, of course, that he did make his videos long because more advertising went in there. But yes, I mentioned to, if you're a YouTuber and you can make your videos, longer, there'll be more advertisements, provided you're, certified for that, approved for that, or whatever. And I forget what the rules are now, how many subscribers you have to have and that type of stuff. But yeah, I mean, so I mentioned that, but I don't do that. The only thing I do, which is kind of stupid, it doesn't help me in any financially in any way at all, but YouTube, does not pay if you make a YouTube video and it is less than 8 minutes. They don't put any advertising on it, and you don't get any money. Now, I don't get any money anyway, almost nothing. But I do, because of that, I do try to make the video that I'm making at least 8 minutes, because I just want it to be there's a whole bunch of data that you can, and I can show you if you want to see some. I have done that in the past a bunch of times, that I can show you all the data that, and I'm not smart enough to utilize all that, but they show you, averages, like how such and such a video, they'll of course be for all the videos. Okay, when did most of the people log out? In other words, how long did they stay watching your video? And there's a whole bunch of other information like that, is that if you're smart, and I'm not, that can help you. And by the way, I got the link, and I do make money if nobody has ever clicked on it, but the TubeBuddy, there should be a link below to it. If you click on that, and I think they have 3 levels of information. One is very, such and such a month, very little, I forget what it is. And then the next one is the one I pay for. And it's not bad, I forget what it is. I think maybe $14 a month or something. And then the next one up is like out of my, out of my price range. But you get more stuff. And so anyway, it integrates TubeBuddy, it has nothing to do with, this is a company, separate. But it integrates with I guess I could show you that, couldn't I? Let me go to here and go to let's see. Let's go here. Go to YouTube. Okay. Let me move this over a little bit. No, that doesn't work. Oh, I guess it does work. No, it doesn't work. Why isn't it? I guess it has to load first. I forgot why I wanted. Oh, I wanted to show you the. I can't show them all to you because I don't even know. Oh, and it's a whole bunch of data that YouTube or that TubeBuddy gives you. Let's see. Let's go to. Man, it's just amazing the stuff that is that's available on YouTube. Okay, come on, where are we? I need to go to, your channel. Click on your channel. Okay, so here we are. So, this is me going to my channel. But this information here, channelistics or whatever that is, compare stats, all that kind of stuff, that is from the paying for the TubeBuddy site. And it gives you all this, all this, this is information that, keywords, let's see, what else? If I go to customize channel, what does it, well, let's see, manage a video, I think. Taking a while here. Okay. Still taking a while. I should have some jokes or something to tell you. So let me click on, I think this will show, I think it will. Well, up here also you say bulk and miscellaneous tools. That is okay. So let's see if I click. Okay, yeah, here you're starting to see it now. So up here, this is from TubeBuddy. That it's integrated into this, so to help generate a good title. Over here, to help you add chapters. A thumbnail analyzer to help you put a good thumbnail. Okay, learn more for this. Anyway, there is a whole bunch of information Um, let's see. Anyway, well, you can tell that I don't use it a lot. But just believe me, for a very small amount of money, you can get a tremendous help on the videos that you make. And I guess let me show you. Let me close this and go to where should I go? Go to I forgot now why I was going to what was I going to show you? I can't remember. Oh, it's terrible to get old. I'm 82 years of age. I never... my father, there was 7, he had 6 brothers. And all of them died in their 70s. And here I'm 82 years of age. Okay, I forgot why I came over here. There was a reason. Oh, okay, this is the reason. So, I'll just take this video here. And Darlene, my ex-wife. I think if you click on this, up at the top. My notes down below. Okay, well this show just showed a bunch of stuff that TubeBuddy, with dashboard, video live streams, playlist, all types of stuff will help you with that. Not what I was intending to show you though. Wanted to show you on the page. I didn't get much sleep. I guess at my age I don't need much. Well, I think I do actually. I think I'd be much better off. I haven't taken my morning medication and it's 2 p.m. Well, I did take, I guess, a couple. I haven't taken an naproxen for pain in probably a week or something. And I do need to take it. I've got arthritis and it just keeps expanding. Now, I have like pains down in my fingers sometimes. I mean, used to be just in my neck, back, shoulder, stuff like that, and now it's, and I should take an naproxen. It's not good to, let's see, never mind, let's get back to what I was trying to do here. Okay, go back to premium here, I think. I just want to see my regular page so I can show you the link. Although I think you could find it, you know, if you look for TubeBuddy below and click on it, there's 3 price okay, come on. I think I'm just going to stop this. Let me try it now. I think I have too many things on my browser that I should remove, you know, from the browser, because I think it's, you know, loading those things. Okay, here we are. I think we're going to find it. Okay, up in the top it says YouTube Buddy. Can you see? Let's see. Where's my mouse here? Okay, there's the mouse. Okay, see this up here, YouTube Buddy. If you click on that, it will take you there. And also then down below someplace. Okay, it's not going to do that without without going to the site. So that would be at the top, you know, up here. You'd see it. And show more. Okay. Now see down here, if you need voice over IP, I recommend these people, by the way. I'm using them now. Here's an Amazon graduation link. Ceremony, which took place in the nearby Amazon link. If you click there and then you go and purchase something, I'll get a small commission, very small. Here is for BBS the documentary down here. I'm in that documentary, but just for, you know, I talked for 2.5 hours non-stop. And Jason, Jason Scott, the producer and editor and cameraman and everything like that, interviewed me for 2.5 hours, and he interviewed, I think, about 250 people. And of course he has all that video. And I remember back right after, you know, I went to the California for the preview of the thing out there at a computer history place or whatever, you know, for computers and stuff like that. Not sure that's what you call it, but anyway, went there for that. And when I got there, he told me, he says, "Oh, Jim," he says, "this is the thing we're ready to burn to DVDs now." But he said, "But we can, you know," he says, "I just want you to know that in the you got the biggest laugh in it." And he says, "If you want me to cut it out, you know, I'll cut it out." And I said, "No." He said, "You want to see, you know, what it is?" I said, "No, I don't care." So anyway, after, you know, then he burned DVDs, he sent them, and then he made it, you can watch all of these things on YouTube, because he gave his permission that it was not, you know, I'm sure it's copyrighted, but it's not, you know, you can burn copies of it, the DVDs, you can, you know, post it to YouTube, all that kind of stuff. He just, man, opened everything up. And then at some point, I don't know, I think a few months went by, maybe a year or something like that, and he said, "Oh, you know, so-and-so," one of the people who was interviewed also, a sysop, and he said, "You know, the guy was, I'll say 82, I don't know, I'm 82 now, he said, really a tragedy. He said, he never got to see, have access to his entire interview. And he said, so I'm going to release to everybody, I'm going to release the videos. Of course, he couldn't just, I guess, do it all at once, but he started releasing them. And finally, he released 250 of them, approximately, videos. Maybe some were an interview for an hour, although he used almost nothing out of it, because it was, he just used a very few clips of me. Very few, very short. But one was the biggest laugh. That made me I think I jokingly said, I should, maybe I can get, later on. I said, maybe I can get a comedy special on Netflix or something. I was kidding, of course. But anyway, he put them on the Internet Archives. That's a great place to go, by the way. And I've mentioned this before. If you're, depends on what if you're a YouTuber, a new YouTuber, and you're looking for material and you don't think you can really make your own material, you could go to the Internet Archives where you can use that stuff that's there, and there's unbelievable amounts of stuff there. And, take that, and then, because it's not copyrighted, but you should, I'm sure, say, such and such, copyright, you should do that. That's a common decency thing to do. Might actually be a requirement. But anyway, Jason released all all 250 interviews that he did. And I felt so good about that. One, because I thought, that like this guy, this other system who I didn't really know, except from the thing. But I thought, that'd be really great, for the whatever. One guy died, and maybe more died. And then, of course, I thought, wow. Let's see, did I have a YouTube site then? I think I did. Can't remember, but anyway. Then I thought, wow, I can have, a video of me talking about bulletin board systems and, the internet and all that type of stuff at, over a 2-hour video of just me talking. And I thought, man, that would be great for my son. Anyway, Jason, I guess he didn't release, if it was 250, let's say he released 249. My video was never released. And, wow. After several years, I left a thing on where he works. He works for the Internet Archives, by the way. I left a comment to him where comments should be able to get to him, and I said, I was just wondering, he released, everybody's video, but mine. Did I do something wrong? And I left. He never answered me. So I don't know what I did. I guess being Jim Howard. So I guess that's why you're lucky that you're one of my viewers or whatever. Be sure and subscribe. I must make waves or something. I don't know. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.